All right, we see that tough situation there. We talk about how it may impact us here.
Right, and with Sydney Welch is here, this is going to impact a good portion of the East Coast and areas that we're not really used to seeing snow, Sydney.
Yeah, we have another system on tap that's Arctic air meeting with a storm that is likely going to be bringing impacts to the deep south with snow concerns, and Midwest staying 20 to even 30 degrees below normal as we head through much of this week. That air is working its way into our forecast by the weekend. So of course it's cold this morning, but even colder air is coming in for Friday, for early Saturday morning. And then Sunday, we're watching that potential for snow coming into view, watching that very closely as much of the country is, because this is going to be a highly impactful system, especially if it does end up working its way into the deep south. So temperatures 19 degrees around 8 o'clock this morning. We're still seeing them slowly falling, likely not feeling above 10 degrees for much of the day today, even as they'll then slowly be increasing back to the low in middle 20s. It's going to be very gradual, any changes. So what you feel as you're heading out the door this morning is likely what it's going to feel like even into the afternoon when you pair it with a little bit of sunshine. 10 degrees for the low temperature tomorrow morning, so a very cold one tomorrow morning before we see that mild air working its way in for Thursday and for Friday morning. Friday afternoon is going to be another cold one, though. So the next chance for precipitation comes as we go late Wednesday. It's not going to be all that much. It's not going to be all that widespread, but around 11 o'clock on Wednesday, we could see a few stray snow showers and a few stray showers for parts of the Cape and parts of the South Shore. But beyond that, we are looking mainly dry. Definitely going to be a good week. It'll be cold, but a good week to get out and go skiing, because we're going to see pretty consistent snow coming down for the higher elevations, Vermont and New Hampshire. So here's a look at that potential winter storm in the south. It is spanning from Texas over Oklahoma, parts of Tennessee, and the mid-Atlantic. Depending on how far north or south this low pressure does end up traveling across the country and come out across the country will depend on our forecast. If it moves a little bit more to the north, maybe makes an angle closer to D.C., it's going to come closer to New England and bring us a higher potential for wintry weather the later part of Sunday and into Monday. Right now, it does look like that is a potential to see snow coming down Sunday into Monday. So we're watching that closely, and that is after a burst of cold air comes into view. So it's cold this morning. It will be cold tomorrow morning, but by Saturday, it likely will be feeling close to 11 below at times, and actual temperatures will be very close to zero. So 4 degrees for Saturday, 4 degrees for Sunday morning. High temperatures both days below 20 degrees.
Whoa, what a forecast there. Thank you so much.